I know where I want to take it.
Right,
I know where I take it because he touched on this real quick, but then he went off of it.
All right.
He brought up the fact that he had a girlfriend at one point.
Oh,
right.
okay.
So we need to know about the 6 and what's going on. Is because I know you came out. You don't live out this way, but you came out to town last night.
Yep.
Were you out here late last night because there was a flex? I don't know. Was there a flex?
No, I've kept.
Oh,
I've,
he's switching to hat. It means something. Yo, when a man does this, and the first couple of words are not explaining the situation. Girls, ladies, if the man fixes his hat when you ask a question, everything else after it lies. It's incorrect.
Nah.
So let's hear the BS. Let's hear the cap.
And whatever I have to cut, you tell me, all right? Whatever I have to cut out of here.
No, I was in a relationship years and years ago, but it was a terrible codependent, mess. It was not a good relationship, and I learned a lot from it because I learned, what gaslighting is. I was a victim of gas. A lot of people feel like women aren't abusers too. Well, that abuse is a lot more psychological.
Of course.
It's really fucking.
Oh yeah.
You try living with a sociopathic gaslighter, and I'm not naming names, and we're not doing that. I'm not here to
No, not at all.
bring nobody down. I'm speaking about sociopathic gaslighting. That shit can fuck you up
For a long time.
Yeah, and
Cuts and bruises, they heal, but when you're fucked in the head, like that shit.
yeah,
And I think that's a proven fact. That's how
That
women
shit's
get to
lasting.
men
Yeah, dog.
is through the mind.
So, and then mix that with my codependency for her at the time. It was a really toxic relationship, but again, severed my relationship with alcohol as well, and that being in that relationship while actively in addiction just made everything so much worse. You know what I'm saying? Because now I was justifying drinking to numb the abuse that I was enduring, and it was a fucking nightmare. Anyways, what was the question?
How much?
Oh, the
How much
girls.
girls you got, bro?
How many girls you got?
You got a lot of clout, man. You got 100K. You got a lot of clout.
Get out of here.
Tell me the girls aren't in your DMs like crazy, bro.
I got a couple of girls in my DMs.
Hey.
I mean, yo, I'm light skinned, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Noise. No, the man didn't just LL it. He didn't just LL it.
Nah,
the squinty eye and the lip lick. Oh, dog, you're killing
honestly,
them right now.
I've not been focused on women, and that is not on some bullshit. I'm not capping. I have been focused on building this bus. I have no time for gal. I'm not giving two pussy rascal. You see what I'm saying?
How old are you now?
34.
34. So are you at the point in your life? Not to say that you're looking for it, but like, would you rather, I guess, have multiple women or whatever and just like toy around, or would it be nice to like find one girl to like settle down with? And
Absolutely be nice to find one girl, but
His lifestyle is a little tricky for that now.
yeah, the lifestyle has definitely become.
This is when they come though.
Right?
At the worst time.
The lifestyle has definitely become more a solo adventure. But I need a woman that is psychologically, aware, that isn't just looking on Instagram for clout. That's the one thing that I
always think about that.
Fear, you got to fear that now.
Yeah, I always think about
find
that.
and like in my previous relationship, that's what it was for her. It was status.
Oh, because you had already had like a following
yeah.
kind of going already. Okay.
Yeah. So status is like, and I don't care for that because I need somebody that's going to test me spiritually. I need somebody that, I need somebody intellectual that I can have a debate with and not an argument.
I I had this conversation with somebody.
You see what I'm saying?
I said,
I'm
remember
clipping the fuck out of this.
I'm flipping them.
remember the podcast?
Yo, you're preaching. You got fire right now.
We said the podcast where I was like, the job of the man is to protect a woman physically, and the job of the woman is to protect the man spiritually.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Yeah.
Feel that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also very much believe in traditional gender roles. That's just who I am at the core of my being. I want a woman to nurture me and love me and treat me properly, but have some respect for me
You know
when
you're
I
coming
walk
on the
out.
show again, right? I know you're coming.
We gonna do
We have to do a part 2. After you've done some of this, we've got to do another one. I'm
sure.
just saying that now.
And by
I'm
the
just vibing with
say
this
whatever
dude
you
right
say
now.
because we're on a mission to get canceled.
We're
Yeah.
Just
vibing
say
right
whatever the hell you want to say, bro. Because we talk about all that stuff too.
I'm very much traditional gender roles, you know? I put a woman on the inside of the street when we're walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever let a woman open a door. I open car doors. This is just who I am at the core of my being.
Let's
You
go.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, people like Andrew Tate who are vilified for you know, because he's so aggressive with the way he says things. But 90% of what he's talking about, especially when it comes to being a provider and being in these gender roles when it comes to women, he's right. I agree with a lot of the things
They
he says.
even want it, to be honest.
They even
Yeah.
want it.
Right?
A lot of people are opening their eyes now to the fact that they've vilified Andrew Tate, but really, he's trying to teach men how to be responsible, how to be a man.
Don't be a
Exactly.
soul.
And a lot of that is he's 100% right, and that is what is scary to the mainstream media. They don't want men to be men. They don't
Yeah.
want alpha males anymore.
Okay, red pill time. Why do you think that is?
Why?
Yeah. What do you think the reason behind that is?
Because it's so much easier to pacify a pusshole than it is to pacify a man who can.
Now the man is talking.
Yo, dog.
Dog.
We can talk about this all day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's spitting it now for sure.
But yeah, no. So that's why, and
Yeah.
to take it back to gender roles and you know and my core beliefs. These are the things that I need, and I need a woman to be a woman.
Yes.
I don't want some fucking G Unit soldier in my house.
yelling,
You know what I'm saying?
screaming all the time.
Wanting like you know, oh, I do this. I'm a self-sufficient woman. Like it's being
Nobody cares about
self-sufficient is okay, 100%. I'm not, you know, taking
Against
away
that.
from that.
Yeah.
But
You have to do that anyway, though.
yeah,
You're
but,
an adult. If you're not with me, you still have to be self-sufficient.
but they're trying to make women men now.
Yeah,
and
I get-
that is
yeah.
my problem
Yeah.
because I'm the man. And
Yeah.
if you want to be a man, then go find yourself a gal. Because I'm not about that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm the man in this relationship, and I'll be treated as such. Or
You can hit
skate.
the road. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So I need a
I
woman
like
who's
it.
like-minded that understands that, and not from I'm not being dominant and aggressive when I say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm dominant and aggressive in the bedroom. Different thing. That's not here nor there. You know what I mean? But I need her to understand that I'm the woman in this relationship, and this is my role, and he's the man, and this is his role.
Allow you to be the leader. Allow
It's
you to be the leader.
100%.
And that doesn't mean dictate and control you. It means
No.
allow me to lead. Allow me to
And a
protect
lot
you.
of
You
women
know what I mean?
think, like masculinity or being a man like means that, and it's funny because you say like I want a woman to debate. I don't want to argue with you.
No.
But I do want you to debate me. I do want you to challenge me because that's when I will grow as a man.
Exactly.
I'll see
And
other
that's-
point of views and stuff if you challenge me.
And that's healthy.
That's healthy, 100%.
That's where, you know, there's a fine line between a debate and an argument.
100%.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
And I
think
feel-
arguments when it gets disrespectful.
And that,
Or there's
Yes.
you're not trying to come to a conclusion or agreement or work past something. It's one side versus the other side.
no,
know
the
what I mean?
debate is an understanding
Understanding.
of your position and why you do the things you do. Why what I did made you feel the way that you feel now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's really ironing out the intricacies of human behavior and emotion, and coming to an understanding of, layers of, when you did that, I felt that you were doing that for an underlying issue from last week. No, babe, I wasn't doing that. You see, this is a real deep talk, and it's not, let me talk, let me, like there's
it's an understanding, like you said, right? It's this is why I did that.
Yeah.
This is what I was looking for. This is how I took this. Not, well, you did this. Well, you did that. Okay.
No.
Now it's just the scoreboard. Take
Yeah,
that.
see?
Okay, let's say, no, what do I need to say to kind of like get another score on the board so I'm up? And there's no understanding. It's just
that's
shit being thrown
pointing
at each other.
fingers,
Yeah.
pointing fingers over understanding your woman, or vice versa, your woman understanding you and the reasons why you're doing the things that you do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because then you're not in a space of arguing, you're in a space of learning and understanding the intricacies of your woman or of your man.
Yeah.
And that's all that like these people like Andrew Tate's are trying to say.
Yeah,
and
but
to play devil's advocate against like the red pill. Like even a lot of younger boys are taking it the wrong way
But
and too extreme, right? And even like recently, people like Sneeko have come out. Sneeko is obviously Sneeko and AT and he's another like Andrew Tate. He's
Okay.
big into that red pill community, but even he's calling them out a little bit, like these fresh and fit guys. Like, no, it's not about just like smashing women and dictating and being the boss. It's about being a leader. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't just like. It's about creating a family and creating life and having love. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's really about. It's not about, and that's what Andrew Tate really preaches when you really dive into it.
Yeah.
He has these flashy headlines like, yeah, a man should be a leader and make decisions, blah, blah, blah. But that's just to get your attention, right? That's just to click, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Right?
And he's found a way to do that where, he says outlandish things and he acts
master.
aggressive, and but it's all just to get you in the door.
Yes.
It's like
He's a master at it, buddy.
Yeah,
You got
he's
a plan
really
and
good
you
at it.
execute it very well.
yeah.
Recently I've been thinking though, even that like the statement you say he says outlandish stuff. I think sometimes you have to do that because you have to know where the line is. I think too many times we have to like pull back so much of what we're saying that we can't even get the message out properly. We have to be so kind about it that you're like, well, now I don't even feel like I really said what I wanted to say.
You're not allowed to debate anymore.
Sometimes you got to be like, yeah, I think this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Or this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And it's not, I might say it like we talked about this also in the last podcast. It's not that I'm trying to upset you, but I have to say it the way that I need to say it.
Yeah.
And it might upset you, but
It's
then we
going
can
to
have a
happen.
conversation about it.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not gonna shut-
the world's got away from that. Something that really came to a realization a while ago now. And I don't know if you guys will agree with this, but like coming up, listening to my parents talk and like older people talk, they're always like, there's two things you don't talk about in social situations. You don't talk about religion. You don't talk about politics. And now I'm thinking like, well, why was that? And I feel like it was because if people talk about politics and religion, then they might debate and converse about it and maybe see things differently and maybe like kind of start to come together a little bit, right? Instead of just like keeping their thoughts to themselves. And what's stronger than people coming together? Than common sense people coming together.
But
That can invoke change in the world. And like whoever makes the decisions, the policies, might be a little scared of that, right? It comes to my head,
But I feel like specifically religion and politics are meant to pit us against each other.
Yeah.
They're meant to divide us. Like literally, that's one of their core and sole purposes. It's not actually one of. It is the the sole and core purpose of religion and of politics is meant to divide us because you have an opinion and I have an opinion, but my opinion's right because it's my core values. Well, mine's right and now we're here.
Right.
Yeah.
We land in the middle. We can coexist. You know what I mean? My way's not my way, or my way's not right. Your way's not right. we have our different ways. Let's just learn how to coexist. You know what I mean?
If
And
only
we don't talk about
everybody
that.
was
Like
like-minded
that.
that.
Yeah,
But
we don't talk
people
about
aren't
that.
like-minded like that. People
Yeah.
are like, I want you to
think
believe
how
what
I
I
think.
believe.
Yes.
You have to my
And
way.
if you don't,
fuck you.
there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how
It
people
is.
are, and it's
Yeah.
weird.
It
Yeah.
Because people forget that other people are people.
Yeah. Or it's just people think that because of what they see from their eyes or from their perspective that it has to be true. Some of the things that we think that are so real are not real. You know, for example, I'm gonna just make up some bullshit. Maybe it will get the point. Maybe it won't. If I just took up like a plate and I like threw it in the sky, to one person they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a UFO," but I know that it's a plate. Could I tell you that it's not a UFO? You're like, bro, I fucking seen the shiny saucer flying through the sky. That's a damn UFO. No, it's not a UFO. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get the point that I'm making. You know what I
hear
mean?
you.
Just from perspective,
Yeah.
what we see or what we know, we're gonna know that it's true. But it doesn't mean that it's actually true.
Yeah.
It's just our perspective that
Right.
we're seeing.
And the,
that it's
the
true.
more actually you think about it, the more you manifest it, the more you believe it
Oh,
to
yeah.
be true.
Yeah.
Right? It's just the way it works.
And then once you already have that idea, you'll argue a million ways and see all the ways to prove your point right.
Yeah.
And you'll never be able to you won't shut down. People don't. It's hard for them to shut down and be like, okay, let me try and see this other perspective, as you said, right? It's like you have to see it my way, or you're an idiot. Yeah. Let's You want to do that rapid question thing now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I got some questions for you. We're just gonna shoot off a couple real quick questions. It's 10 questions.